By the time that you're hearing this, patapos ng 2022 or maybe tapos na, and 2023 has arrived, whether you like it or not. It's there. And I remember my last year's year-ender episode, which was episode 19. It's about Thanksgiving, and I kind of focused about reminiscing the past and finding things to thank for before the year ends, before totally moving forward to another year. And I think it's a pretty good episode, something worth checking if hindi nyo pa naririnig. Pero, ayun nga, this year ender, I had the inspiration to do this because of these two simple words. What's next? And I know some of you may not like hearing this, pero if you keep an open mind and think about this clearly, I bet you'll learn more about yourself, which, you can utilize and take advantage of moving forward ngayong 2023. Asking yourself what's next is crucial now more than ever. You know why? Because if you don't have a direction, if you don't have a plan, and if you don't have a dream, you'll end up building others' dream. Their plans will be your priority instead of yours. And what you really need won't be addressed because you're out there being dedicated by society, by the norm, by other people. Kasi if you don't ask yourself what's next, you're fine with anything. And if okay ka lang sa kahit ano, you'll be burnt out and frustrated before 2023 ends. Pero baka iba sa inyo, and ganito rin ako nung una, we don't really like hearing what's next, di ba? Parang, whoa, Vince, Beanie, it's a time to chill. Bakit may ganyan ng umpisa pa lang ng taon? Bakit may tanungan na ng what's next? There's a lot of reasons that I will share with you later. Pero one thing I realized nung time na yon is it revealed something more about my current character. Why I don't like to hear what's next. Why I don't like to plan ahead. Why I don't want to confront the fact that I need to know what's next. Dahil ba hindi ako handa? Bakit hindi ako handa? Meron pa ba akong mga unresolved issues? Or ikaw, meron ka pa bang mga unresolved na issues na kailangan mong ayusin? Or are you too comfortable with where you are? Kaya ayaw mong marinig yung what's next? Do you not feel the need to plan ahead? That's why you don't like hearing it or planning for it. Natatamad ka ba? Feel mo ba hindi mo naman na ma-achieve yung mga goals mo? Once you determine the cause, then you can address it better. Because if not, the elephant in the room will just keep getting bigger and bigger, and you'll be left to carry the burden. And you'll spend half of your year, or maybe, God forbid, your whole next year avoiding those two words. What's next? Kaya believe me when I say we need to know it, we need to determine it, we need to ask ourselves as early as now, what's next for me this 2023? Ano ang susunod para sa akin? And whatever you want to achieve next, whether it's career growth or a more peaceful life, which we'll talk about later kung ano yung mga yon, pero whatever it is, you have to determine it, as I said, and you have to write it down. Because action plans are important even if you're planning to lay back and have self-care. Clear intentions in what you do is crucial so that you don't feel you're not doing enough. So that you can sit on your own, covered in blanket while sipping cocoa and watching Netflix and not have to question yourself, is this right? January na and chill ako. Because when you have an action plan, may mababalikan ka na, ay, oo, itong certain moment na to, itong quarter na to, itong season na to, I decided to take it slow. So, uunahin ko yung sarili ko and I'll recover from the burnout of last year. I have a plan, and part of this plan is not doing anything that much at the start of the quarter. So you will not feel insecure when anyone, especially yourself, questions, bakit ang gaan ng start ko ngayong 2023? While everybody is grinding hard, is getting those sales, is already writing down all of the steps that they need to do and are already doing it. You are just there chilling, taking your time. That doesn't mean that you're not doing good enough. That means that you have an action plan, you know what's next, and part of that thing that you will do is, taking a break or relaxing at the start of the quarter. For example, sa mental health, 'di ba? You know what's next, which is to improve your mental health. So sa January, hindi puro kailangan magawa ka tong sales na to, kailangan ma-promote ako, kailangan makatravel ako ng ganitong lugar. That doesn't necessarily equate with what you want to do, what you want to achieve. Oh, I want to take care of my mental health. So that includes giving more time to yourself, 'di ba? Alternatively, you can have an action plan to grind it out and work your butt off at the start of the year. And when you know what's next, you'll be motivated by your goal and you won't see your actions and your no at social gatherings, at other events. You won't see saying no to those things as pointless because you see that you have a certain, definite number of steps towards what you want to do. So, having direction will actually lessen your anxieties, your worries, your stress. It will lessen your overworking. And it will increase your underworking if ever yun yung problema mo. Mahirap mag-shoot sa basketball not knowing where the ring is. And in life, ang hirap na ginagawa mo to mga bagay-bagay na to and you really don't have any concrete, definite, written plans kung ano yung susunod na gusto mong magawa. So, I was listening to a podcast a couple of weeks ago and I learned something profound, which is the need to determine your values and set your goals based on those values. So that every time na meron kang goal or every time that you do something, mababalikan mo yung sarili mo. Is this aligned to what I value? Because if it's not, then probably it's not worth it. Knowing what to value will make you miss night outs. It will make you skip out of town trips or binging on animes and series. But it will make your life more meaningful and with purpose. So do you want your 2023 to be just another stale, boring, crap up year na pagdating ng December next year, sasabihin mo na naman, yun na yun? Parang wala namang nangyari or ang bilis ng pangyayari. Wala akong nagawa sa buhay ko. Or do you want it to be better? Mentally, emotionally, financially, or physically, at iba pa. If that's the case, then start doing something different. I highly encourage you to take half an hour on your time on a day na hindi ka busy and magmuni-muni ka. Think about the things that you will value moving forward this 2023. Kahit maglista ka lang ng 3 bagay na i-value mo talaga, pangahawakan mo, yayakapin mo ngayong 2023. During this time, wag ka na mag-overthink na, hala, i-value ko yung relationship ko, baka hindi kami magtagal or, something like that. Just focus on the current moment kasi pwede mo namang baguhin yan later on. Pero ngayon, ano yung vina-value mo ngayong 2023? Is it your family? Is it your mental health? Is it your emotional well-being, yung puso mo? Is it your physical health, yung literal na puso mo? Or will you value, money? Will you value your career? Do you want to value a certain hobby or something that you really want to do this year? Marami yan. And what you value will be where your goals will be based upon. Pansinin mo last year, ano yung mga bagay na vinalue mo? Kahit hindi mo yun nilista, what are the things that you have valued subconsciously? Is it yourself? Is it your vices? Is it your hidden sins? Is it your bad habits? Kasi for sure, yun yung naging end product. Yun yung naging result ng taon mo. Pero let's focus on the now. Let's focus on everything moving forward. For example, you choose to value. One of the things that you choose to value is your mental health. Then one of the goals, I think for me personally, kung mental health yung vinavalue mo, is that you should be getting or continuing therapy sessions. Eh, Bini, it's expensive, ang mahal-mahal. Then, evaluate the things that you spend on. Is it on the things that you value, which includes your mental health? Baka sobrang dami mo ng binibiling gadgets. Baka sobrang dami mo ng planong bilhin ng mga damit or furnitures, which I'm not saying is bad, but I'm saying you choose to value your mental health. That includes a certain amount of finances because getting help, in the Philippines lalo na, is not free. And most of the time, it costs a lot. So it costs a lot of money or it costs a lot of effort to research. Because I know a lot of friends who are getting help mentally and they're getting it for a very low price. Yung iba free, yung mga gamot lang binabayaran. Pero yung iba nga parang wala nga binabayaran pa eh. Or like sobrang liit lang. All you have to do is be diligent, research, pero ayun nga, I don't want to get to the nitty-gritty of that, but I'm just saying that if you value, your mental health, then you should examine your goals. So, there are a lot of things that you can value nga, yung mga minention ko kanina. Pero you've got to reevaluate yourself every time that you do something. Does going out every night and getting wasted, is it aligned with one of the things that you value, which is, for example, yung physical health mo? Or eating every day at different samgyeopsals, restaurant, buffet, is it aligned with what you said you will value this year, which is yung katawan mo, yung physical health mo? Anong mga goals mo on doing it, di ba? That way, you can determine the steps that you need to do. You can have a deadline for them, like plano ko mag-gym, plano ko mag-research ko ano yung mga healthy meals. I've got to determine my weight and my ideal weight. I know it's not something that a lot of us are accustomed to do, but you've got to make a conscious effort. Write down what's next on your memo pad sa phone or paste it at your wall. Yan, paprint mo, isulat mo, idikit mo sa pader mo. You can keep it plain or make it creative. Basta write it down. Because we tend to forget about the goal every time life kicks us in the nuts. Or kapag mahirap yung buhay, 'di ba? Nakakalimutan natin yung goals natin. Even masaya yung buhay, nakakalimutan natin eh. Na hala, o nga pala may plano pala ako na ganito yung masave ko. Hala, o nga pala I value my family. Bakit parang mas marami akong time sa trabaho ko, sa ginagawa ko, kesa sa pamilya ko? Ano yung mga kailangan kong gawin para ma-realign ko ang sarili ko? Then, every couple of weeks or every 2 or 3 months, it's up to you. Reassess yourself. As I said, are my goals still good? Am I steps closer towards it? Yun nga, ano yung kailangan kong gawin? Ano yung mga hindi ko kailangan gawin? Ano yung kailangan kong iwasan? If it's a certain amount of savings that you want, then should I switch careers? Should I switch to another job? Or should I save more and less expenses on my travels or gala? Maybe there will be apps or habits that you will need to get rid of. Pero hindi mo malalaman yon if you do not review your goal. You've got to also understand that what's next is not only what you want to be, but who you want to be. Your actions will form your habits, and it will be your character, and your character will define who you are. So, knowing what's next is not simply saying to yourself, ano bang gusto kong gawin? What do I want to do? But rather, it's saying, who do I want to be? And when you ask yourself that, it has more volume and hopefully it will bring conviction to us. Sino ba ang gusto kong maging when, May of 2023 comes, when June of 2023 comes, when December comes again? Who do I want to be? Asking what's next will give you hope that it will get better soon. That who you are right now is far from who you can become. And it's possible. Puede. Knowing what's next will let you be aware of the present, but look forward to the future and make you realize that there is a future and it can get better. But you have to determine the things that you need to do. Because if you keep on doing the same things every day and expect something to change, then that's not right. Because 1 plus 1 at the end of the day will always be 2. You've got to change one of your habits, one of your patterns. one of the things that you value. And what better time to start than, January, sa umpisa ng taon. Or if for some reason, nagsa-sound trip, nagpa-podcast, binge hearing ka lang, I don't know what's the term for it, and you're hearing this on a different time of the year, that's perfectly fine too. You are not limited to what day or what month you want to start. Pero it is crucial that you choose to start your change now. Otherwise, you'll forget it and you'll regret it. So let your hopes, not your hurts, shape your future. Hey guys, thank you so much for listening to the 27th episode of my podcast. I don't want to say it's a year-ender because honestly, right now it's December 30. Ako nagre-record. So technically, 2022 to. Pero I don't know kung kaya ko ma-edit agad and ma-publish agad for you guys to hear it on New Year's Eve or even before that. Hindi ko alam kung napansin nyo sa boses ko. Pero I'm really not feeling well for the past couple of days. Kung kailan ko pinlano yung pag-record, paggawa ko ng script, I think all of it was slightly, or not slightly, more than slightly affected because of, what I've been experiencing physically. And maliban nun, busy schedule, ganon. Artista kasi tayo, di ba? So, pero ayun nga, I really wanna make this episode because I feel that it's not right na tapusin natin yung taon ng walang ganto. So to be honest, I have no intentions of ending my podcast or stopping it anytime soon. I plan to keep on going even if there's road bumps. And sobrang salamat sa mga sumusuporta sa akin. Lalo na nung 2022. We've only had sobrang limitadong episodes. I think hindi lalagpas ng 10. And yung first episode ko March or April ko pa ata unang na-publish. Pero ang dami pa rin nakinig. Ang dami pa rin nag-share ng mga post ko sa Break Time with Beanie Facebook page. And for that, salamat na salamat po. I really appreciate that. To everyone who suggested a lot of things. And to everyone who shared to me, who PM'd me of how this certain episode, this certain line, my podcast in general has encouraged them, has somehow changed their perspective in things, has made their current state better, or has encouraged them. Ako rin na-encourage din sa mga ganon. So, maraming salamat po sa mga ganon. This year, unfortunately, 2022 was not the year that we were able to have guests, even though I was really planning to a long time ago. Pero ganun talaga eh. If you experience drawbacks, you just continue, diba? Nag-continue lang ako ng mga episodes. And then, next year, 2023, I'm really planning to do it. Inayos na natin yung kwarto natin. Naghahanda na tayo ng pera para sa mic. And of course, yung mga guests, madadali lang yan. We have done so much of episodes, and of course in your support of listening, we have reached 1,000 listens na nga ayon sa Anchor, Spotify. So it's really a huge thing for me. And ayun, more to come. Hopefully mas okay na yung pakiramdam ko. Sana talaga hindi nyo napansin, pero bahala na. Ayun, hopefully more healthy Beanie to come. Ayan. So, hopefully yung mga sakit-sakit natin ay mas maging okay na. And more break times for 2023. That's what we're hoping for. That's what we are praying for. And if you've reached the end of this episode, thank you very much again. My gratitude and thanksgiving is just so hard to put into words. Pero alam nyo na yan kung gaano ka thankful sa mga Beninians. Wow, charot. De, ayun. So, yeah, we'll see each other very soon. Very soon talaga, promise. Hindi katulad last year na March. Mga February lang. Charot. Hindi. I'll see you guys very soon. For the meantime, keep on sharing my posts and keep on listening to other podcasts as well. That's it for this break time with truly yours, Beanie.